Every subgenre of metal music explained in 10 minutes. Metal music is a diverse genre that has evolved into numerous subgenres, each with its own unique sound, themes, and characteristics. Let's break down some of the most prominent subgenres. Heavy metal, often considered the foundation of all metal, heavy metal features loud guitars, powerful vocals, and a strong rhythm section. Bands like Black Sabbath and Judas Priest epitomize this style with their heavy riffs and soaring vocals. Thrash metal, characterized by fast tempos and aggressive guitar work, thrash metal emerged in the 1980s with bands like Metallica and Slayer. The genre combines elements of hardcore punk with heavy metal, often addressing social and political themes in its lyrics. Death metal, known for its guttural vocals and intricate guitar playing, death metal takes intensity to another level. Bands like Cannibal Corpse and Death focus on complex song structures and often feature dark, morbid themes. Black metal. This subgenre is distinguished by its high-pitched shrieking vocals, fast tempos, and atmospheric production. Originating in Norway, bands like Mayhem and Burzum are known for their raw sound and often controversial imagery, exploring themes of darkness, nature, and mythology. Doom metal, slower and heavier than traditional metal, doom metal emphasizes a thick, heavy sound. Bands like Black Sabbath and Candlemass set the stage for this genre, which often deals with themes of despair, tragedy, and the supernatural. Power metal. This genre is known for its melodic sound, uplifting themes, and fantasy-oriented lyrics. Bands like Helloween and Blind Guardian often feature fast-paced rhythms and operatic vocals, creating an epic feel. Symphonic metal, combining metal with orchestral elements. Symphonic metal incorporates keyboards and strings into its sound. Nightwish and Epica are notable bands in this genre, blending powerful metal instrumentation with operatic vocals and symphonic arrangements. Progressive metal, this subgenre focuses on complex song structures, time signatures, and musicianship. Bands like Dream Theater and Tool push the boundaries of traditional metal, incorporating influences from jazz, classical music, and more. Folk metal, a fusion of metal with traditional folk music. Folk metal often features instruments like violins and flutes. Bands like Fintroll and Eluveitie celebrate cultural heritage. Gothic metal. This genre blends elements of heavy metal with gothic rock, featuring dark and melancholic themes. Bands like Paradise Lost and Typo Negative incorporate atmospheric keyboards and haunting vocals, often exploring themes of love, loss, and despair. Industrial metal, a fusion of metal and electronic music. Industrial metal is characterized by its use of synthesizers, samples, and aggressive vocals. Bands like Nine Inch Nails and Ministry exemplify this sound, often featuring themes of technology and dystopia. Metalcore, combining elements of hardcore punk and metal. Metalcore is known for its breakdowns and melodic choruses. Bands like Killswitch Engage and As I Lay Dying have popularized this genre, which often explores personal and emotional themes. Post-metal. This subgenre blends metal with other genres such as post-rock, focusing on atmosphere and texture over traditional song structures. Bands like Neurosis and Isis create expansive soundscapes that evoke deep emotions and reflections. Sludge metal, a mix of doom metal and hardcore punk. Sludge metal is characterized by its heavy, slow riffs and raw sound. Bands like I Hate God and Crowbar often explore themes of suffering and despair through their gritty music. Nu metal, emerging in the late 1990s, nu metal incorporates elements from other genres like hip-hop, grunge, and funk. Bands like Linkin Park and Korn are known for their diverse sound, combining heavy guitar riffs with rapped vocals and electronic elements. Christian metal, this subgenre focuses on themes of faith and spirituality within a metal framework. Bands like Stryper and Underoath convey messages of hope and devotion while maintaining the heavy sound typical of metal. Crossover thrash, a blend of thrash metal and hardcore punk. Crossover thrash is characterized by its fast-paced songs and punk energy. Bands like DRI and Suicidal Tendencies helped define this genre, often addressing social issues in their lyrics. Stoner metal, influenced by psychedelic rock and doom metal. Stoner metal features heavy, fuzzy guitar riffs and a laid-back vibe. Bands like Cuse and Sleep create a sound that often evokes desert imagery and experiences. Grindcore, known for its extreme intensity, grindcore combines elements of hardcore punk and death metal with fast instrumentals and growling low vocal characteristics. Gent, known for its complex polyrhythmic guitar riffs and progressive structures, gent is a subgenre that emerged in the 2000s. Bands like Meshuggah and Periphery are at the forefront, combining heavy sounds with intricate musicianship and often thought-provoking lyrics. Blackened metal, a blend of black metal and other extreme metal genres, blackened metal features the raw intensity of black metal while incorporating elements of death metal or thrash. Bands like Behemoth and Goatwhore exemplify this hybrid style. Viking metal. This genre draws inspiration from Norse mythology and history, often featuring folk elements alongside heavy metal. Bands like Amon Amarth and Bathory create epic soundscapes that tell tales of warriors and ancient lore. Melodic death metal, combining the heaviness of death metal with melodic elements. This subgenre often features clean vocals alongside growled vocals. Bands like In Flames and At the Gates highlight this melodic approach while maintaining aggressive instrumentation. Alternative metal, a broad genre that incorporates elements from various styles, alternative metal often blends metal with grunge, funk, and other influences. Bands like System of a Down and Deftones showcase this diversity, often experimenting with song structures and sounds. Symphonic black metal. This genre combines black metal with symphonic elements, enhancing the atmospheric qualities of the music. Bands like Dimmu Borgir and Cradle of Filth incorporate orchestral arrangements and choirs into their dark soundscapes. Technical death metal, known for its complex song structures and intricate musicianship, technical death metal emphasizes proficiency. Bands like Obscura and Necrophagist are notable for their elaborate compositions and challenging guitar work. Celtic metal, a fusion of heavy metal with Celtic music, this genre often features traditional instruments and folk melodies. Bands like Cruachan and Eluveitie celebrate their cultural roots while delivering powerful metal sound. Retro metal. This subgenre seeks to revive the classic sounds of the late 70s and 80s heavy metal. Bands like Ghost and The Sword draw inspiration from traditional metal, blending nostalgia with modern production techniques. Nintendo core, a niche subgenre that combines heavy metal with chiptune music, often featuring 8-bit sounds from video games. Bands like Anamanaguchi and The Advantage create a unique blend that appeals to both gamers and metal fans. Synthwave metal. This genre fuses metal with the retro-futuristic sounds of synthwave, characterized by electronic beats and nostalgic melodies. Bands like Dance with the Dead and Gunship incorporate heavy guitar riffs alongside synth-driven soundscapes. Ritual metal. Incorporating elements of ritualistic music, this genre often features dark atmospheres and esoteric themes. Bands like The Devil's Blood and Hex Vessel explore mystical and occult subjects through their heavy sound. Post-hardcore, a fusion of hardcore punk and other styles. Post-hardcore emphasizes emotional expression and experimental sounds. Bands like Thursday and Glassjaw often blend melodic elements with intense and aggressive instrumentation. Deathcore, combining death metal with elements of hardcore, deathcore is known for its breakdowns and aggressive sound. Bands like Suicide Silence and Whitechapel exemplify this genre with their heavy riffs and guttural vocals. Mathcore, a complex and chaotic blend of metal and hardcore punk. Mathcore features irregular time signatures and intricate guitar work. Bands like the Dillinger Escape Plan and Converge push the boundaries of composition and intensity. Glam metal, often characterized by its flashy style and theatricality, glam metal combines heavy metal with pop influences. Bands like Mötley Crüe and Poison dominated the 80s scene with their catchy hooks and glam aesthetics. Crust punk metal, a fusion of crust punk and metal, this genre features aggressive riffs and politically charged lyrics. Bands like Amebix and Nausea blend the raw energy of punk with the heaviness of metal. What's your favorite subgenre of metal? Leave a comment below and like this video to help my channel grow. Thank you for watching Punk and Metal Spotlight, and please subscribe for more music-related content.